What's that tapping sound?
That's an angry engine.
That's an angry engine. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? So, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what the heck is this freaking amazing video going to be about today? Well, it's going to be about an empty shop. I'm sorry, it's not going to be about our empty shop. I am lying to you, awesome YouTube fans that are out there. We just cleaned out the shop a little bit because we have a couple cars outside because, obviously, we have this freaking CTS-V done. Started up, primed the oil system, got everything situated, got a little bit of a tune in it, and started up and ran it for a little bit. So we will start this vehicle up for you guys and let you hear what it's going to hear like. Let you hear what it's going to hear like. We're going to let you hear what it sounds like. It sounds like much more better sense than that. So we ran into a little bit of a problem. We messed up. Mitch, God, did we mess up so much on this. We literally messed up on this CTS-V. I'm going to show you guys what happened here.
It's on the floor.
So, where's it at?
On the floor.
There's a lot of stuff on the fucking floor.
Out near the trash can.
Oh. All right. So what happened was, we got a little messed up here, you know.
Things got hot.
Things got hot, you know, and it got a little messed up. So what we had to do is we had to get another spark plug wire, which we have a whole bunch of these guys in stock. But basically, we started up, we were running for a little bit, we seen a little bit of smoke, and it seemed like one of these this spark plug wire here, as you guys can tell, was burning on the freaking header, because it was actually really close. We got Mitch in here, put another spark plug in. Thank you, Mitch. You're awesome.
You're welcome.
So he is currently putting another spark plug wire in the car. We're going to fire it back up for you guys and let you hear what this thing sounds like. It sounds really, really good. Really, really good. So what I'm basically going to tell you, I'm going to give you a rundown of what is all done to this beautiful CTS-V right here. So we have some K-Tech heads on this car. We have a ported blower, ported snout on this car, a 231 upper pulley. We have, what else do we have on this thing? Long tube Cook's headers with off-road connection pipe, X-pipe I guess you would call it. We are still going to be running the stock catback, or I guess you would call it an axle back at this point. But we are going to be running a stock axle back on this car, just to give it, it's nice to see. I'll be honest with you guys, like, these are big hefty mufflers that are on this thing, but it's nice to see cars with stock looking tips that don't, look aftermarket, I guess you can kind of say. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of aftermarket tips. I like these stock looking tips. GM did an amazing job with these tips, and I think they're good. I mean, why mess with them? The only reason you really mess with them is because of the fact that you want to put a lighter, less restrictive muffler on the car, which there's nothing wrong with that either. So you know what I mean?
I know. I feel it.
So Mitch, how's this looking, buddy?
One more.
One more, okay. So yeah, oh, the other things we got on this car is we have the faster proms, which I think you might have seen in a previous video. We have faster proms, expansion tank. That's all bolted in. You have to do a few modifications to get this in here. You have to cut this down here, and you have to cut some tabs up here, and you have to put 2 bolts in here like so, and that thing literally actually sits in there very securely. The other thing that we used was the Faster Proms colder intake setup. I think this is a 4.5 inch pipe if I remember correctly, and as you guys can see, the filter sits right down in there, so you have real nice air access to the filter, which is great. Man, it's just a nice, I love the front of this car. The other thing we did to this vehicle, which I also explained in previous videos, is we have the Vatrer Performance powder coated black heat exchanger. Now these are 2 different heat exchangers, so there's a heat exchanger up here, and then there's one down here, and they're 2 separate ones, and you have a crash bar in the middle, and then you have a pipe that connects both of these heat exchangers, and then all your lines come up in here, go in the back of the blower hat, all that fun stuff. So that's the other thing we did to this this vehicle as well. We're using NGK spark plugs, which I use NGK spark plugs in all the cars that come in here. These usually get the BR7EF plugs. They seem to be working out really, really well. So we just continue to use those plugs. They're cold enough for the supercharger application and all that stuff. So we'll just use them plugs from now on, just like we have been. It's been working out really good. Mitch, how's life going down there?
That's great.
Okay, you tie wrapping some things up?
Yeah, I'm just keeping this away.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like stupid wood.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave this like this for right now, but we are probably going to end up getting heat wrap for all the spark plug wires. That way we can not wrap it up like so, and we can actually, you know, leave the spark plug wires just kind of hang, and they won't be affected by the hot exhaust headers down there. So if you guys are ready, I think we should start this up. Mitch, what do you think?
I think we're good.
You think we're good? Mitch, would you like to do the honors of starting this awesome vehicle up for all of our fans on YouTube? I'm sure they'd be very interested in hearing what this thing sounds like.
I'll take care of it.
You're going to take care of it?
I got it.
All right, let me go. I'll let you get in there. Let me go to the back so we can get a nice, you know, thingy here. Nice little sound clip.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Just let it idle. Oh, that sounds good. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's that tapping sound?
That's an angry engine.
That's an angry engine. Man, that sounds good, guys. That sounds so good. Oh my god. Oh yeah. What do you guys think? Comment below. Does it sound good? Do you guys like the thump that it has on a stock muffler setup? That is a nasty, nasty little cam. I tell you what. Get a little side view. We'll go back in the back of the shop so you guys can get more of a perspective on far away sound, I guess you can kind of say it. There we go. A little bit better of what it sounds like from a distance, you know, probably 40, 50 feet here, 20, 30, 40, 50, I don't even know how much of a distance this is. Probably 30 feet, 20 feet, whatever. What do you think, Mitch?
It sounds deep.
Are you happy it's running?
I'm happy to hear it run, yeah. Happier to hear it run like that.
You know what's next, right? That car right there. And that motor right there is going into that car right there.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna do it.
I can't wait.
Let's see. We'll take you a little up to the front of the engine here. Have you guys listen to that. Man, this thing sounds good. We got heat, right? AC's move or heat's moving. Yeah, we got heat moving. Got my lower HP tuners down there. Oh my god, look at that. And it sounds quiet.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. It sounds quiet, which is a good thing. I'm anxious to see what this does, because usually this is the first time I used one of these intakes, so I'm going to be kind of curious to see what that does horsepower wise.
Well, it's huge.
It is huge. That's what she said.
Oh.
Oh man, that is badass. I'm extremely, thank you, Mitchell.
Well,
Thank you very much for helping me get this car done. You are the fucking man, dude. Not even lying, dude. This guy right here has gotten so much shit done in this shop in a short amount of time that he's been here. And I don't care what anybody says on the internet. He knows what the fuck he's doing. This guy, he knows what he's doing. I'm glad he came back to work for me. Makes me happy.
I'm happy for it.
Alrighty, well, we got the car up on the left here now. It was back there. Now this part of the shop's empty. So we're putting on the finishing touches. We got the undercover on. We're gonna get all the pieces in that. The bumper is kind of tight just because of this being in the way, but we'll get it all fitted up. Oh, there he goes. I just had a customer leave. We did a little tune on his Z28 Camaro, and he's having some fun with that now. So you guys really can't see the intake. I guess you kind of can up there, maybe a little bit. I don't know, maybe put a light up there. Mitch, let's go find a light. That's not a light. There, now you can see a little bit better that intake in there, and then we'll go back here. We'll put the light up in there and you can see it much better. It's a big filter from Faster Proms. Huge freaking filter. And that sucker sticks right down there in a nice cold air area. It's really nice. And I am sorry guys, I did make a very big mistake. This is not an off-road X-Pipe. This actually has cats on it. Totally forgot about that. But this is actually a catted system, and it sounds that good with a catted system on it from Cooks. And then, just like I said, basically stock mufflers in the back. Boom, boom, boom. Now I will also tell you the cam that's in this vehicle is a Lunati Voodoo cam. It's one of my custom grinds that I use on the LSA engines. A lot of these ZL1s that I work on and a lot of CTS-Vs and any of them LSA motors get this cam. They are one of my sponsors. You can check them out down in the description. Go check them guys out. They have a ton of cams for these cars. The LS1s, the LS2s, the LSAs. I mean, you can get a cam from them for anything. So please, please go check them guys out. That's the only place I use for my cams when it comes to all the LS stuff. So, well, the new LT stuff, I got to use Comp Cam, which they make good cams for the LT stuff as well. I just prefer to use Lunati for the LS stuff. I've dealt with them for years, and they always treated me real good. So, but yeah, guys, there she is. Finally finished. I need the owner to come bring me a temp tag for it because it doesn't have a plate on the car right now. So I'm waiting for him to show up. Once that happens, we're going to go out. We're going to do a street tune on it and then give it back to him for the weekend. That way he can enjoy it. And then at a later date, we'll go to the dyno and see what kind of numbers she puts down. So it should be pretty interesting. I'm pretty happy that it's done. Mitch is pretty happy that it's done. We're going to get working on other cars. We have a shit ton of stuff here we got to get done. And we're banging these things in and out and all that stuff. And this red one's going to be next on the list. We're going to get that thing out while we're getting some other cars in here. And he's going to tear things down. I'm going to tear things down. It's going to be a great freaking time, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram's Diablo Formula Racing. Facebook's Diablo Formula Racing. Go check them out, guys. Other than that, what do you think, Mitch? That's it? No more interesting stuff to tell our awesome fans?
Not just yet. We don't want to give away.
Not just yet. We have some things that we can tell you, but we're not going to tell you them just yet because we got to save them from future videos. Funny stuff, cool stuff, interesting information stuff. Should be cool. Deuces, guys.